Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. The Thunder are looking to grab one for the home fans here in Oklahoma City before heading back out on the road.
And this is a team they'll see a lot of, 4 times total this season. The first game went their way. We'll see if they can push it to a 2-0 lead tonight.
Yep, a second victory in as many tries would establish a positive pattern for this ball club. Give them a lot of confidence against this team.
Now here's Giddey. Misses in close. This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect. A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill. But the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
They set the pick. Pass to Baisley. It's hauled in by Zubac. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
Now, here is George. Releases. That one a little long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Powell with the bounce pass. Screen by Zubac. Here's George. Can't convert off the spin.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Here's Baisley.
Zero hesitation from Shea on that play.
And here's Leonard. Three-pointer. He can't get that one. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year. And for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now, here is George. Shoots the three. They grab their own miss. Wall. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And a strong guard. Wall takes the hit and still can convert.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the game to go. So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Of course, locking down the consistency from range. But he has the work ethic to make all of that happen.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. They did get a win in their first matchup against this team, and he said the game plan remains the same. Attack, attack, attack. Pound the ball into the paint and try to score inside. Well, Kevin, we know the defense is going to anticipate that, but it may not matter if they don't have the length and athleticism to slow these guys down. We'll see. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Here's Giddey. Wall with a block.
An explosive athlete with length. Wall is a threat when he contests shots.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in L.A. that can be this good.
Here's George. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Here's Leonard. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Over in the corner, George. Off target from outside.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle.
Whoa, hammering it in!
Well, not known as a flashy dribbler, Leonard showing off more handles than a 6-door limousine.
With 4 seconds on the clock. Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. You seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Well, we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. That's a really tough matchup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. George with no one around. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Pass to Dort. It's stolen by Wall.
That's a bad turnover right there, but aside from that one, I think they've done a good job controlling the pace and the ball during the game.
And an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Here's Dort. No good from outside. Clippers trailed by 5. Kennard for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander fires the 3. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 7 points in the game.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's got 7. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And it's a 10-point Thunder lead. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game is played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys. But that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4" to 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
And about Pokusevski, what a nice addition he's been, Brent, to the roster for Oklahoma City.
Well, he adds some nice size to the roster, and by that I mean kind of just height. He is a pretty skinny player out there, but he's a good scorer. He can handle the ball. He's got some skills as a big guy. It's about calming down a little bit and finding some more consistency with the role that he plays.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks. Pass to man. That 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 10. Kennard for 3.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's man. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Lets the 3 fly. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Wall, good.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Wall. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the 3 off target. The Thunder lead by 10. To the wing right side. Oklahoma City moving it around. And it's Favors slamming it down.
And Poku with the processing speed just got rid of that one quick.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Pass to man. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
To the left wing. Fires it up. Here's Favors. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Kennard's shot is off.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Pass to Wall. And he drives in. And Wall with the slam.
At times, Wall can be so explosive here, playing downhill, and then just sails over the defense for the dunk.
And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
More and more promise here as a jump shooter, as Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid three-point shot.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Giddey. And George hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Baisley. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 7. Leonard with the ball. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Baisley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Baisley's got his second bucket.
Well, not allowing that contact to trip him up, Baisley made a very athletic finish there. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
The shot's good on the assist by George. That's 12 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Baisley. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past. A few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dort misses. Clippers trail by 3. Outside, George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Man gets the bucket.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And now we've got some time to check in.
Kind of fun when you see his personality come out in this game like that.
And Muscala has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Leonard. Chalk up 2 there. Leonard's got 12 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the right side. Here's Maledon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And they're able to recover. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Jackson drives in. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, credit to Reggie that time making the right play call. The pick and roll gets him everything he wanted.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Finals.
102 left to play in the third. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
And it's Brown missing. The Thunder leading by 4. Pass to Mann. From the arc. Good on the triple. Mann's got 6.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And Batum throws it down.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
And here is Maladon. And Muscala has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. And so Brown will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Drives to the hoop. Maladon off with the layup. And the Clippers call time here. The third quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 5. We've got more in store for you.
The Clippers, 39.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And it's Giddey in the corner. To the middle. Leonard with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Wall. Pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers to tie it up. And Holmgren pulls it down. And it's Giddey in the corner. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
I mean, OKC's draft pick haul in the Paul George trade was massive. But the best part of that deal is getting SGA.
Yeah, SGA has been the face of the franchise the past couple seasons, and his game just continues to grow. He's signed all the way through 2027. Is he the first building block, or is he going to develop into a player that people covet and they're going to try to pluck away? We'll see.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's George. Lays it up off the glass.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
It's stolen by Wall. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Pass to Giddey. Holmgren with it. And the jump by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded by Powell. Inside, Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And
and looking to get stronger. Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame. And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Clippers substitution, Moses Brown.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to Pokusevski. Good. And now an 11-point Thunder lead. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And he banks in the layup. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. .141 left to play in the final quarter. Leonard. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Leonard's got 18 points now here in the second half. Pass to Dort. And they'll get another chance. To the inside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
Impressive decision there as Giddey just shot that one. No hesitation.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 15-6 run.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Thunder.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this one. Such an overall great performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for two future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
That free throw good from George.
Now you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
And so here is Oklahoma City. 17 points was their biggest margin. From 18 feet away, off the left rim and out. Muscala with the ball. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm,
My baby, my Valentine. Can I you to make you a temperature rise? If you leave me a good, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to never did it. Make us see you love. Yeah, my love. Make a bad man.
I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now him I con the carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never ride it solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I feel it, what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you, now you where they got my fancy. They do me Yankee Panky, oh no 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 no.
And they call me, and I want to go, but you got me. Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need that, they make I look pity. You won't make us enjoy me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bags can make it for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pana. Come and give me show. Rockstar.
Agua bendita, que se ocupa, cura o curita. Cállense que llega visita. Qué familia tan perfectita. Lo que no se tiene se pinta. Tapen con tapete o cobija. La verdad incomoda y te pica. Si no es de tu talla o medida. Amén. Yo crecí con complejos. Yo no pido consejos. No por mí ni por ego. Pero usted nivela ni en... A mí me dijeron que yo ya no llegara más a misa porque le di un beso yo a una chica y ahora de repente se le quita. Lo persinado, acuérdese que yo era monaguilla. Y donde se le fue lo católico pensamiento. Ese padre tiene cola que pisar. Que tanto juzga si es tan similar. Hay tanto chisme que hay que evitar. Mi madre no es santa, yo no soy tonta. Chusma tanaca y que tanto le importa. Al chisme si escucha y para ayudar está sorda. Y a mí me dijo fea una gorda. Y a mí me dijo gorda una fea. Me dijo... También me miro feo, que es pobre pero